Hello, this is DickBird, and once again, I'm going to try to do commentary for one of these matches. This is Avalanche. We're on the Necros side, and the Axis side gave us a pretty hard game this time. Teams were pretty evenly matched for this. There is a tendency for teams to get unbalanced sometimes, which is unfortunate, but it's worthwhile to keep playing for a while until you get some evenly matched teams, because that's when these games are really worth playing. And I guess I don't have any great theme to go with on these commentaries. I guess for the most part, I've decided what I should do here is just sort of try to reconstruct whatever it was I may have been thinking in the course of playing these things. I think at this point, I was looking out here, I was seeing these benders, I was thinking, oh, I'm in a scavenger, I can take these guys. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes the guy in the bender knows what he's doing, and he can be a little hard to kill. The nice thing with the scavenger is that you can do this rolling attack on them, and if you hit them right, you can just bounce them around like toys, which is what I was trying to do. I did finally manage to do a little damage on him there. Here I got lucky. I saw a couple guys standing really close together, which is always a bad thing for them to do, but it's a lot of fun if you're in something where you can take them both out at the same time. We're doing really well here. We're trying to take their prime at this point. This is the kind of thing you'd expect to see when you're on the Necros side, because you really should dominate the map. Since you supposedly have the better weapons. But again, it doesn't always work out that way. Here I'm taking up a defensive position around the enemy prime, trying to hold it while Red tries to take it back, and kind of falling behind there and getting killed. Trying to come back and keep the momentum up, I decided I'd grab the orb and try to make a run up there toward their prime again if I got the chance, but they're immediately putting pressure on us. Jumped in the turret, that's always a good thing to do here. Did I make a run for it? No, didn't do it. They're just throwing vehicles at us, so I didn't get that far. This is, I think, the first time they managed to come back, and I think they're going to push us back to our prime. I saw this tank up here. I figured, well, he's running away from me, which is a dumb thing for him to do. He did get me, but I managed to kill him just before I died. That's always a big plus. That tank is a huge factor in this map.
Attack the center node.
He spawns at one of the side nodes. If you're looking for something to do on this level, getting one of those side nodes, especially the tank node, probably is a really good idea, because your team has a huge advantage if it has this tank. I was trying to get in the tank here, but someone else got in the driver's seat, so I got stuck with the secondary gunner. I'm not going to stay in here too long, but I decided as long as I was here, I would just kill as much stuff with the machine gun as I could, and then I decided I'd jump out and start healing the tank, which is a good thing to do. And he looked pretty healthy. I thought I'd help take down the node instead before our prime went down. Yeah, unfortunately, that tank lost health pretty quickly. That's what happened. Yeah, you can see that my thinking isn't real deep on these games. I'm pretty much making decisions and going with them. I guess one innate limitation with these games is that you don't have a whole lot of communication between the players. You're kind of behaving like ants out here quite often, This is the way ants work, They don't really communicate with each other and form great plans, but they kind of look around and say, well, I'm an ant. This is what needs to be done, and this is what I know how to do, so I'm going to do this. And it all just works somehow, These games can be a little bit like that. You can get some emergent behavior going on.
Attack the west node.
But Quick communication is a big plus if you can get into it. If you've got the microphone set up, if you've got the communications behind the scenes going on, you sometimes see some team play on these games that will just amaze you and makes you realize, some of these people must be talking to each other for them to coordinate their attacks the way they do. It could make a huge difference if you can do it. Don't see it often enough, though, that it's not that easy to set up communications in these random games where just whoever wants to come in is just coming in and playing. And even if you good kid communications, some of these people aren't being totally serious. They'd probably get on the channel and just start screaming obscenities at you, probably. But all the same, you can do a lot if you've got a lot of good players who are simply familiar with the maps and have a good idea what to do in a lot of situations. This right here is kind of the reason why I decided I was going to post this, because the Axis side here has managed to push us back to our prime. I've been seeing this a lot in the Avalanche games I've been in here lately. Is the Axis side actually wins quite a few of these. It's what you usually hear about this map is that the Necker's vehicles are better. You hear that a lot, but in practice, you get a good team on the other side, and they will push you right back if they know how to use the Axis vehicles. To their advantage. All I'm thinking of at this point is I've got to get down there and defend our prime until somebody gets around to doing something productive.
Man the Nightshade.
Red is just running the orb at our prime over and over. Here he comes again. And I'm going to kill their orb runner 3 or 4 times here.